around, face the other way. Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest for impersonating law enforcement, alright? And then you also have a charge for transporting an open container.
Welcome to Enforced, where we show you the most shocking and controversial police footage. Today we are covering 2 cases where idiot fake cops got arrested by real cops. First up, let's look at a bizarre case from Oklahoma involving a 19-year-old police impersonator. On the 1st of January, 19-year-old Jackson Jones from Tennessee was found conducting traffic stops on unsuspecting citizens in Oklahoma. Mind you, Tennessee is 875 miles away from Oklahoma, so it was already pretty suspicious what a so-called deputy from Tennessee was doing in Oklahoma in full police gear. Let's see what happens when Deputy Sheriff Hansen and his partner question him.
Do you have any weapons in the car or anything like that? Like a gun or anything like that?
I don't even have a gun.
Okay.
I'm 19 years old. I ain't gonna have if this is gonna cause problems and the truck's over there, I'm just gonna take out the vest. And I'm from Tennessee, so.
Okay. Why are you wearing the vest?
Like I said, I drove from all the way from Tennessee, but I'm not gonna have people call me when I don't even live in this damn state.
Okay.
It's gonna piss me off.
You're a deputy sheriff?
I work at the sheriff's office.
Okay.
So, what?
Were you a corrections officer for the
Yes.
sheriff's office? Okay. Why do you wear a vest outside of the facility? Is this an agency vehicle, or is this your personal vehicle?
This is my Kia.
Okay. It's just a little odd, because whenever I worked in the jail, I took my crap off, especially if I was taking a long drive from Tennessee. You got any kind of employment identification?
Dude, they don't give me that when you work at the jail.
Really? You don't have like an access card or an ID badge or anything for the facility that you work at?
I don't. I can show you my face though. That helps you. Think I'm lying. You all think I'm lying. I mean, you can show me.
Oh, so my only deal is when you wear.
Finance, Campbell County. Here you go.
Yeah. Are you commissioned to carry a gun?
No, I'm not even.
You're not?
No.
Okay.
I don't even have a gun on me.
Well, you realize wearing the sheriff on your chest is basically impersonating law enforcement,
Is that
whether or not you're carrying a gun.
Jackson?
Okay, but are you commissioned to be carrying a gun, and do you have arrest powers?
I don't. What do you mean? I don't even have a gun. I'm just
That's beside the fact. You're wearing a patch that says sheriff.
Okay.
That's impersonating law enforcement.
I wore it all the time at the jail before, though.
Okay, well that might be true and fine within the jail, but when you come out to public, you don't have any arrest powers. You're not commissioned. Do you understand?
I understand that. I don't understand what you're talking
And you got alcohol in the vehicle.
Well, it's not mine.
Well, that's beside the point.
It's my girlfriend.
But,
And I don't drink, so.
well, it doesn't matter. You realize transporting open container, if any of that's opened or partially missing, that it doesn't matter whose it is. If you're in the vehicle with it, you can be arrested for transporting open container.
Well, I mean, like I said, it's not. I literally. It's not mine, man. She bought it. She lives over there in Luther.
Have you ever heard the phrase of when guys get hemmed up for drugs in their pockets and they say these pants aren't mine? You realize how stupid that is?
County, I clear traffic 0955.
Okay.
But
So let's stop saying it, all right?
I understand. I'm not
Okay.
trying to cause any problems. I just want to go on my way. I'm not from here, so.
Does your command at where you work at know that you go around in the public with the vest on with the sheriff on your chest?
Right, and if you like to play,
I mean, they know about it. They don't have to wear it.
But you wear it anyways?
Well, I'm tired, and I
And
just
you-
want to go to bed.
You wear it to drive all the way from Tennessee to Choctaw, Oklahoma?
So, I mean, I'm going to Oklahoma City.
Right. Either
I'm
way.
not trying to cause any problems. I've had this happen for me before. I've got pulled over before this, and they've let me go. They just told me not to wear it.
Okay.
I mean,
And you don't have a gun with you or anything like that?
you can search the car.
I can search the car?
I mean,
Is that what you said?
You asked me if I had a gun on me. I don't have a gun on me.
I was just asking if you had a gun on you. You
No, I
said
really
something about
don't.
I can search the car.
I don't.
You don't mind if I search the car?
I don't care if you search the car.
Okay, cool. Step on out if you don't mind.
The deputy sheriff asks Jones to take off his vest when he gets out of his car. He then asks him to hand over his phone and wait in the back of the Oklahoma County police car. After searching Jones's car, the deputy asks Jones for his supervisor's number. When he calls the number given by Jones, he finds out that it goes straight to voicemail. So, the deputy knew right away that Jones hadn't given him an official number. The deputy realizes he needs to talk to the witnesses to find out more. Let's see what the witnesses have to say.
Tell me exactly what you just said.
Because he was dressed like a cop.
Yeah.
He had a sheriff thing, but it had sheriff written on the side right here.
Right.
And I live on 62 off of Adam Road. He was sitting in a driveway
251.
right beside 62 Highway. And I pulled up and I was staring at him because he was in there kind of cockeyed. And I was like, we live on a one way in, one way out. And, you know, we always are watching for cars. And I sat there and I was staring at him. And I stared for about 10 minutes of staring at him. And I'm like, who the heck is this guy? It's kind of odd. He's in our neighbor's driveway. And I sat there and stared at him and stared at him. And I drove off. He got right behind me and started following me. And he's driving along. He was right on me. And I was like, I'm gonna pull this on and get caught.
This is from over by the Harrah Agmar. From there all the way to the Sonic.
All the way to Sonic and Harrah. And I
Okay.
pulled in Sonic, he pulled in behind me. He gets out and I said, can I help you, sir? He's like, well, I was wondering what was your problem? You were staring at me over in the driveway. And I said, yeah, I was kind of curious who you was because that's kind of odd that I didn't know who you was. I was kind of curious. I lived down this road. I was kind of see what was going on. And I was staring at you to see who you was. He goes, I'm a undercover cop.
The witness has just revealed that Jones pulled him over and pretended to be a cop. Deputy Hansen has to take action in light of such a damaging statement because this guy was going around stopping unsuspecting civilians. Keep watching to see what he does.
Turn around, face the other way. Put your hands behind your back. You're under arrest for impersonating law enforcement, alright? And then you also have a charge for transporting an open container.
Jones has been put into handcuffs, and Deputy Hansen goes back to the witness to hear more details.
He said that he had 2 guns and handcuffs and everything with him.
Yeah.
I haven't found any guns yet, but I haven't done like a thorough search of his car yet.
Because he had a gun on the side.
He did have a gun on his side?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You seen it?
Yeah.
In a holster?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he had handcuffs. I mean, just like
Right.
he had.
Well,
One thing he didn't have was a body cam, and then right here on his chest, right here, it just said sheriff on it.
Right.
That was
yeah.
it.
I got pictures of that.
Yeah.
So when we made contact with him, he doesn't have a firearm on him, but that doesn't mean it's not in the car.
And then he told me he had let me go because he got a call. That's why he let me go out of Sonic. Because he goes, well, because
And
I
then
said,
he flipped a Yui on someone and was flashing their lights.
And
Good. I'm glad you came over here and told us, because that sealed the deal, because we were going to let him go.
oh shit.
Another shocking twist in the story. The witness reveals that Jones did have a gun. That's what settled it for Deputy Hansen, and Jones was immediately transferred to the local detention center. He was later charged with impersonating a police officer and carrying open bottles of alcohol. Next, let's head to Auckworth, Georgia. On the 20th of July, Auckworth Police Chief Wayne Denard noticed a car flashing emergency lights to cut across traffic. The car was an ordinary civilian car, so it had no business using police emergency lights. So, Denard immediately alerted Officer Park and asked him to pull the car over. Here's what happens next.
Hey, partner.
Hi.
Hey, I'm Officer Park with the Ackworth Police Department.
How are you?
The only reason why I'm pulling you over, I guess y'all were, well, that's my chief of police right there. He saw y'all go around traffic. He was trying to figure out who y'all are with or what was going on.
Okay.
So he called out on the radio and asked for a marked unit, and that's why I got you pulled over.
That's fine.
So, I'll just let him come up if you want to ask. Who y'all work for, Georgia Metropolitan?
Yeah, I'm off-duty hero operator.
Oh, off-duty hero operator?
So, Mackey is in full police uniform and even has ID and a badge, but he won't be able to trip up the police chief.
How you doing, Chief? Hey. I'm off-duty operator. I just working off criminal detail. That's my ID. That's my badge. Yeah, I just work in the criminal detail. I went to get my car checked out because you can see all the lights on.
Why is the car registered to an individual?
That's mine. This is my company.
So what are you doing with all these red lights?
Sorry?
Why all this emergency lights? And did I see you using emergency lights to pull out into traffic on Lake Ackworth Drive?
Oh, no, because I couldn't get through, Chief. You notice? That's a standstill. So I flashed the lights hoping to see me that I was trying to get in the line.
Who do you work for?
This is my company. I'm an off-duty hero operator. This is my company.
Okay.
Yeah, I do criminal details. Yeah.
So you look like me, you're impersonating a police officer.
Oh, no, sir. I'm not impersonating, sir.
You got any ID on you?
Yes, sir. We look in the front. you look in the
Yeah,
front.
I see red lights. I saw red lights when you pulled out.
Yeah, that's right. That's when it activated to the back.
Yeah. Where's your ID?
Right, yes, Chief.
Do you have a lighting permit for the vehicle?
Yeah, right down the glass.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Be right back with you, okay? Yeah, it's got a light permit. I'm just looking at this, sir. The light permit's good through December of this year.
Officer Park radios back to the station and Chief Denard asks Mackey to step out of his car. Mackey opens up the trunk of the car for Denard to see.
The thing is so he has a lighting permit that's valid. He has a lighting permit that's valid for the vehicle. To have
Can't have red though. Can't have red or blue, right?
That's what I'm curious about. If he has a company that does escorts, I'd have to look back in the law. I would assume it's amber and white.
Right.
But at the very least, from what Chief's saying, he's improperly using them. He's not on an escort.
Right.
He's just trying to cheat his way into traffic. So at the very least, I don't want improper use of emergency equipment.
At this point, the officers investigating Mackey think he is just a cop who's using his tinted windows and police lights to get some unfair advantage in the traffic lane. But they have no idea of the drama Mackey is pulling off.
All right, Mr. Mackey, here's your ID back.
Thank you.
Look, given with all the lighting permit and stuff that I'm seeing, I'm just going to assume everything's properly permitted and stuff for the vehicle.
It is, sir.
That said, with what my chief's observation, the use of those are for strictly business purposes. You can't be using it to pull into traffic, okay?
Yes, sir.
So I am going to issue a citation for unlawful operation for emergency vehicle, okay? Just here.
I know, let me just talk to Chief real quick before, because I'm telling you how it's going to work. Even though I'm doing this on my private side, once I get this ticket, G-Dot is going to ground me again. I'm going to get grounded. And that's why I don't interfere my personal business with G-Dot. Anytime they run a driver's license number, I'm going to get grounded. I ask the Chief, please.
Hey, but you have to understand that this whole scenario is a big issue for us too, because the uniform and lights and all that. This is when it gets.
The thing is, this is my company. I run my company respectfully. Okay. Because I deal with high clients. This is my uniform. Not me say officer, nothing. This is my uniform.
I got you.
You understand? But please, I just want to talk to the Chief. I know you're going to still do your job. I mean no harm. You can check me. My badge number is 44 is everyone the express lanes.
Just hear me out.
I don't want to get grounded.
If the chief wants to argue, that's fine, but this is going to stand, all right? Just let me explain this. What I need you to do is sign here at the X. Signing is not an admission.
I know the routines.
All right.
I'm a former police in the Bahamas. I know.
Okay. Do you need a pen? There you go.
Sir, please, if I could.
Mackey finally signs the form when he sees his yarn about GDOT grounding him is not cutting any ice with Officer Park. Park makes him sign the form and tells Mackey he will have to come to court to clear the citation.
Hey, Chief.
Have you got a business card?
Yes, sir. Can I step out?
And you're all hot, but what about all these people in there?
I know.
That's why. The windows for them.
Yeah, I'm trying to crack the window right now, Chief.
Don't choke all the windows so they don't.
No, the thing is, when I ride, the air, the compressor's going to kick in. Yeah. Chief.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be no pain in your hip, but Chief, please, man, I don't want to get grounded. Please, from G-Dot, please. I beg you, Chief.
I get that.
I live in the community. I live right there on 3485. I'm not a bad person. Please, Chief. I beg of you.
I don't think you're a bad. Let me have your business card. I don't think you're a bad person.
No, I just don't want to get.
You're impersonating a police officer.
I don't want to. No, I don't impersonate police officers, sir. That's why I was careful. I present myself and my uniform. Also, I'm a former police in the Bahamas. I don't have nothing to impersonate for.
We need real cops.
I know.
You could apply.
I don't want to. Honestly, I don't want to apply for awkward.
Okay.
I don't want to apply for awkward.
If it's hard to find your business card, just what's a good phone number for you, sir? Okay, thanks.
Anytime.
All right, thank you very much, sir.
Officer Park leaves Mackey with a citation and instructions to appear in court. Mackey is clearly flustered and visibly uncomfortable at the idea of appearing in court. The police investigate, and it comes as no surprise that Mackey was terminated from the GDOT 6 months ago. Not only did Mackey have no business flashing emergency lights, but he shouldn't even have been wearing a police uniform. So, it seems that Chief Denard was right to be suspicious, and before long, Ackworth police charged Mackey for impersonating a police officer.